I you love. Oh girl, you blow my mind. I know what I would like to do, but you just keep on talking. I see your dog needs walking. Your folk drive you. I know, yeah, that's true. Of course, you ain't the one to blame. Keep on talking to me. You keep on telling me your dreams. You keep on talking to me. But I just wanna see you move. Yeah, I just wanna see you move. I just wanna see you move. You, darling. Yeah, I just wanna see you move. Sure, I like to listen. It's not like I don't wanna know. It's just that you've been talking to me 3 nights in a row. I think it's time to let go. Forget the past, just lose control. Cause life's too short for yapping. Come on and dance, come give me soul. You keep on talking to me. You keep on talking to me. You keep on talking. You keep on talking to me. You keep on telling me your dreams. You keep on talking, but I just wanna see you move. I just wanna see you move. I just wanna see you move. I just wanna in this moment,
Yes.
I cannot say what's wrong or right.
To the C-I-A.
It's not hard to fool me,
No.
'cause I'm addicted to the good life.
Yes.
Yeah, lead the way, I follow. No need to say
No.
where we are heading now, babe.
The chat room.
I follow to the edge of it all, to the edge of it all.
That's going on. Let's
So
get it.
tell your good lies, 'cause I'll buy no matter what. Yeah, susceptible now, before the moment flies. Ooh, so tell your good lies, 'cause I'll buy no matter what. Ooh, susceptible now, before the moment flies.
Get 'em up, get 'em up, get 'em up.
It's not a problem,
No.
'cause I know what I'm getting into.
What are we getting
Yes.
into?
Yeah, and nothing can stop me,
No.
'cause I'm addicted to what you and I realize. Lead the way, I follow. No need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all.
Ba-ba-da-ba.
So tell your good lies, 'cause I'll buy no matter what. Yeah, susceptible now, before the moment flies, before it flies. So tell your good lies, 'cause I'll buy no matter what. Susceptible now, before the moment flies. Yeah.
Bobbledy, bobbledy, bop. We're back. How's everybody doing? Shout out to all the confident, intelligent, and assertive men out there. Oh, what's going on in the background? Is it playing in the background? Oh, it's this. The confident, intelligent, and assertive men out there. What's going on, man? All right, that camera's a little off. So, today's show is going to be the show I do before I do my birthday show. Yeah, I got a birthday show coming up, but we're not going to do that today. We're going to do a different topic. Hold on. Ooh. Hello. Track me. You won't track me. Oh, I see. Anywho, we'll get to it. We'll figure it out next go round. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. There we go. I like this new camera. So this is the camera I'm going to be using to shoot a lot of my content out in the field where the work is real. And then we do the other ones, the other scenes. Where are the scenes? Go back to scenes. So this is the when I do. Anyway, you guys will see it. So how's everybody doing? Hope we are good. Hope we are good. Hope we are good. In the future, man, that's about the KS epidemic that started. Damn people all the time. Here's the thing, man. All right, so when I'm in Miami, I love being in Miami because Miami has one of the most unique markets in the world. You can find things in Miami you won't find other places. Like this fragrance right here it's from Dior. It's called Leather Oud. This fragrance has been discontinued. It's damn near impossible to find. And I was able to find it while I was out doing a little style up with some folks. So yeah, more on that later. You know, people tend to forget that in real life, I'm an actual real world image consultant and fragrance reviewer. So I do this stuff for real, but because of most people got familiar with me, you know, through the notorious Average at Best video and blah, blah, blah. Most folks tend to forget that I actually do this kind of work. So that's number one. Number two, the candle. If you guys know anything about Francis Kurkdjian, he has made some killer fragrances over time. One that started it all was the male-shaped torso bottle called La Mall. Francis Kurkdjian was the nose behind that. He eventually started his own fragrance line. Hold on. Make all this noise while I'm on camera. My bad. Francis Kurkdjian started his own fragrance line called Maison Francis Kurkdjian. And the standout from that house has to be a fragrance called Baccarat Rouge 540. The Eau de Parfum. Oh, the battery ran down on that one. The Eau de Parfum and we'll switch the battery out later. The Eau de Parfum and the Extract de Parfum. Both of those fragrances are killer. But here's the thing. He has another fragrance that's a cool weather classic, and it's this one. Oud Satin Mood, and it comes in a candle now. So you'll want to grab that one because it's new. Now this one, woo, Stranger, it stinks so good. I'm gonna just leave that right there. All right. So the battery changed, so we'll switch the battery out a little bit later. So how's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? How's everybody doing? COVID, I know people are gonna be like, what the hell? When everybody was locked up on COVID, there was one person that kept you entertained, kept you informed, and that was none other than your God Fizzle. You know what, guys? I am going to stay with you. So shout out to all my perfectionists. You know how it is when you want something to look good, look great. So this weekend has been incredible, and my computers finally arrived. My computers have had a great trip. They've been in New York, they've been in New Jersey. They had a layover somewhere in the East Coast, and they finally got here. So you guys are probably like, "Where the heck are the shows?" I've only had my mobile devices, so now we're back to work, back to work, back to work, back to work. So excited about what happened this week. I'm gonna just tell you, man. I sat down with none other than Dennis Sperling and his lovely fiance Jessica. And I'm gonna tell you, man, it's incredible to sit down with people of like mind and just enjoy life. We went out for my birthday celebration. We had a great dinner. Uh, we did some dancing, some socializing, and it was just cool. Um, I don't want to let that cat out of the bag yet, but on down the line. But the point I'm making is that even talking on Dennis, as men, we have to have some balance in our lives. When you're trying to work and work and work and work and achieve and get to the next level, life is about balance, folks. And I remember when I had my men in training seminars, I would say, gentlemen, as we're overlooking the city, life happens outside, and life is about people. And it is never more evident than in times where you actually are celebrating a birthday or a milestone. So now we're going to have to get to the point to where even as right as we are about the state of relationships, things with men, understand when you look around and the men who are actually thriving in life, they actually have a similar semblance of balance. They have their purpose, they have their pack, and then they have their female. Uh, their purpose, their pack, some sort of parentage or legacy, and then their woman. Now, whatever version that comes in, whether it's a wife, whatever you want to call it, it's necessary um, for balance. You can't have half the planet be off limits and think you're going to have balance. But anyway, why are we here today? Why are we here today? Well, we're here today to talk about a couple of things. A couple of things that did y'all saw the photo that I put up, right? Y'all miss me? They always talk a lot of, it's funny when people want to talk shit about me. I always got something to say, but it's funny that I was around people this weekend and they got a chance to see that when I'm in the field, 99.9999999% of the time it's love. And if I do get some sort of silliness, it's usually somebody trying to make themselves look good in front of women, and the women are like, "I don't know what you're talking about. I like that dude." So we're here today talking about how modern men today, especially men of value, and ladies, you need to understand something. There is a difference between men. Guys, hit that, keep that like button up, keep the engaging up. Ladies, there is a difference between men. There is a difference between men who are in process. Shout out to my Henrys in training, the hit squad, my 18 to 30-year-old dudes. Keep your head down, keep grinding. You already got the video for you guys there. That's the prescription. But from when you hit 30 to 35 and you're deciding lion or tiger, you're deciding refined rake rogue. You're deciding, you're out of the Esquire phase in life, and you're either into the player playboy phase, or you got to decide where you want to get to. But here's the ultimate part: there's going to be women involved, and this is where women need to understand. Today, so many women want men to be able to quote unquote handle them. I'm strong, I'm educated, I got
I'm a PhD.
No. Men of value ain't handling shit. Ladies, let this be your wake up call. Men ain't handling ish today. Far too many women think that men have to go out here and make themselves the best version of themselves And then these very men got to turn around and figure out your code. I can't tell you how many beautiful, attractive women I have met who are smart, business mind, look incredible, incredible bodies, but they don't bring peace. As a female, your job, your number one job is to bring a man peace. And you don't bring a man peace by pissing him off. And far too many women today, you don't know how to even handle or control yourselves. So you're thinking that that job should be handled by the man. And if a real man can handle you, no, men ain't handling shit today. And I'm telling you, it's not just the men up here, the high value guys. It's no men, men are just time out for men handling anything. If a man needs to handle you, go get a woman. If you as a woman say that a man needs to handle you, go get a woman. If you as a woman are saying that, what do you bring to the table? I'll bring everything, I'll do everything, and all you got is a bunch of questions, go get a woman. So many women today recognize this modern stuff is not working. And then they're trying to come over to men, asking men, well, how do we fix it? Hell no. It is for you to figure out the combination to us, not us to figure out the combination to you. You must learn your man while you earn your man. Far too many women today, you want the cheat code. Well, guess what? A lot of us young Thundercats want the cheat code to life too. But we're telling them, hey man, you got to eat shit for the next 15 years. You think a man who's had to eat shit for 15 years wants to, you just want to just sit there at the finish line saying, what do you like? No, no, no. Men ain't handling shit today because a woman is not to be handled. A woman is to be an asset to a man. Meaning, if you don't ask me what I need done, if you got to ask me what I need done, I don't need you. If you got to ask me, what do you want? What do you do? I like the fact that you're asking me, but I want women go from, if you need to be handled, understand something, you're going to get a lesser man. But the women who deal with men of value, the Henry squad, the high earners, not rich yet, my guys in the 75,000 on up, gentlemen, understand how rare you are. And let your godfather tell you something. One thing I love hearing more than anything else is guys coming to the realization, listening to this content, to realize how rare they are, how special they are. Just because you're dealing with a chick who treats you like you're just an average guy, no, if you're in the top 10 or 15% of men, that's special. And you deserve what comes along with it. And what comes along with it is not a bunch of stuff. Ladies, ask yourself a simple question. A woman of value, a woman that is in high demand, most wanted women are like executive assistants. Executive assistants don't go to CEOs and ask them, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? They're like Pepper Potts. They are proactive and predictive. You want a model? I got a question for you ladies. Here's one question, especially for black women. Who is your feminine role model? Who is your feminine icon? Who is the one singular woman that you point to and say, that is what I aspire to be like? If you can't answer that, I don't want to hear any shit about manifestation or vision or visualization or any of this other stuff. You cannot manifest something you can't identify. I got a video on YouTube that's uploading the smoke show from Instagram. Matter of fact, it should be going live after this. You cannot manifest something you can't identify. How that's supposed to work, ladies? You're just going to manifest something and you can't identify it? You're just going to be like, well, who's the feminine ideal? And the thing is, you have to be able to point to one woman somewhere and say, that is what a woman should be. And after that, you got to put some Pepper Potts on her. Who is Pepper Potts? Pepper Potts is the executive assistant to Tony Stark in the Marvel movies. Now, Pepper Potts went from being the executive assistant to being Tony Stark's wife. She earned that. She earned her way up. Why is Pepper Potts so important in this scenario? Because when Tony Stark was a billionaire playboy philanthropist, Pepper Potts saw him betting a bunch of beautiful women and this and that. Gentlemen, if you can't talk about your former exploits, if you can't talk about your entire life in front of your woman, there's an issue. Now, that doesn't mean you have to talk about it like you're still living it, but if you have to edit yourself around your woman, she's topping from the bottom. She should be able to understand everything that it took to make you the man you are today. And that's the point I'm trying to get around ladies to understand. Men ain't handling shit. And this is so off base to where a man needs to be able to handle me. A man needs to be able to do this. No. We don't need to be able to handle nothing. You need to be able to handle your role. You need to know that more often than anything else, the usual smart answer is silence. Oh, shit. The usual smart answer is silence. What do you mean, Kevin? Well, asking the question 15 different ways when the man's already answered it, usually the answer is just accept what he said. Who has to handle who? Who has to handle who today? Oh my God, this focus is going to get on my nerves. So what we're going to do is switch this camera out. So, anyway, we'll get the focus straightened out later on. Who has to handle who, ladies? Is it up to men or is it up to women to understand that whatever you're doing in the work world or academic world, kudos to you. But when you come through the door, all that shit means nothing. If you have a man that's in the top 20%, top 15%, top 10%, top 5%, top 3%, top 1%, then it's you that has to not only get him, but you must continue to earn him and keep him. See, many women think the race is won once you got the ring. No, that's just the beginning. This is why I think it's funny when a lot of women talk about they want a high value man and this and that, because you think it's going to be some sort of kind of lifestyle of luxury. I'm like, you know what it means to be with a man that has to get out here and work 12, 14, 16-hour days? You know? A man who's going to do whatever he has to do to take care of his family, and his natural instinct is to put himself last, and it is for you to put him first. A man of value's natural instinct is to protect and provide. Thereby, oftentimes, men put themselves last. We'll work ourselves to death if we don't watch it. But it's for you to be like, nope, here's your doctor's appointment on this day, here's your this, or here's your that. And in order to be something worth being wifed, you have to be a woman that can handle that man. And it ain't your vagina. It comes standard on every woman, and it's not a selling point. Trust me. Hear your Godfather and hear me well. Hear me well. You may think you have the best in the world. It all is the same after a while. If women only realize how below spectacular your box is, if you really realize how often men fake it, because y'all couldn't really handle what we really thought. Oftentimes, we're sparing your ego especially when you're a woman that brings very little to the table outside the bedroom. Y'all don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear the truth, Jericho. They don't want to hear Jessica. They don't want to hear it. They think their box is just, oh my God. It's like, these just regular old crackers. The black and oyster and shrimp fondue at Papado, good. Very good. But so what? You know, we did shots of Louis the 13th yesterday. Great cognac. Great cognac. You know the buzz it gives you? Similar to any other buzz with alcohol. Ethanol is ethanol. And I am not telling women these kind of things to make you to lower your self-esteem, but I am telling you this to helpfully humble you. Helpfully humble you, because I have bad news. Women want the top 10% of men and ain't but about 20% of women in the ballpark for these men. That means the other 80% of y'all gonna have to get in where you fit in. And I am not going to tell you to get in where you fit in with my average brothers, my average guys, and then feel like you're doing them a favor. This is why women resist rankings. Ladies, men ain't handling shit. We're not handling your attitude. We're not trying to handle you. And y'all are gonna have to handle us. We rank you. Get over it. We rank everything. And that's one of the biggest problems today. Women have stopped ranking themselves. We don't have Miss America, Miss Universe. We don't have beauty pageants to where women actually had a standard. Well, that's a male standard. You goddamn right. It comes from us because we rank things. And to keep telling us, well, it doesn't matter if she's beautiful on the inside. We ain't marrying your insides. We're marrying your outsides.
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, chicken, turkeys, rabbits, you name it!
We rank you. You have a ranking. Like it or not gonna change. All men rank women. And more men should start coming out ranking women. And if you see men saying you shouldn't rank women, punch him in the chest. Punch him in the chest to make sure he doesn't have because it's funny, the guys that say men shouldn't rank women tend to be men with some of the most toxic past with women. Ladies, if a man is telling you that men shouldn't rank you, your godfathers, you know, I'm the president of the feminists. I'm the leader of the feminist movement. I'm the general feminist. I'm the feminist general. Somebody need to make me can somebody make me a logo? The feminist general. I am the is it 4 stars or 5 stars? What's the highest general you can get? Is it 4 stars or 5 stars? Please help me. In the comment section, is it 4 stars or 5 stars? Whichever one of those, I'm the 4 or 5 star general, feminist general. Which one is it? 4 or 5? No, it's not. It's not about that dude. It's not about him. It's not about him. I don't say people's name, but it's not about. So it's 4 stars. No, it's not about a content creator. But you know, there are guys who I'm going to break down this video. Shout out to Brandon Tatum. There's a video I'm going to break down on Jubilee tomorrow. And the problem is, I don't even want to get ahead of myself. I'm going to get ahead of myself. I got so much. People are wondering, like, are you ever running out of content? No. I've lived a broad life. We got a lot to talk about. But I'm the 4-star general of the feminist. Okay? 4-star general of the feminist. And understand something. There are guys that will say they're feminist just so they can try to dirty mac their way into your pants. Under your skirt, ladies. I ain't gonna try to dirty mac my way into your drawers. I'm coming in the front door. I'm coming in the way I wish I would have been raised. Not indirect, but direct. This is who I am. Like it or don't like it. This is all I can be. But men who tell you what you want to hear, ladies, you need to really question their motive. Especially if they're going against the grain of the men you want. Back. Men who tell you what you want to hear, especially when they fit the archetype of the kind of man you want, and they're going against the grain of the men, you need to check that shit. They're trying to dirty Mac. That'd be like me coming in and saying, what a lot of people wanted me to come in and do. Oh, yes. You're queen, mother, see most gold, blah, blah, and all this ambiance and all this in a suit telling you everything you wanted to hear. Could y'all imagine what would have happened if I'd have came in on that? If I would have caught any traction. But the point is, it's not helping you. My question, ladies, if a man doesn't need to handle you, if you need to handle him, can you do it? Can you handle men today? Can you handle the kind of man you say you want? And men of value are masculine. Whatever their masculine archetype, refined, rakish, rogue, whatever their masculine archetype, they're masculine. And the one thing masculine men do not tolerate is masculine women. Not in their personal life. In their professional and work life, they may deal with it because they have to. But I will tell you, there is nothing more of a turnoff or offensive to a masculine man than a masculine woman. Men often dip out on the women they're dealing with seeking femininity. And women don't like that. That's why a lot of women think that they can screw their way back into their men. So what do we got? The Esquire, the GQ, and the Bachelor phase. So think about how many women's response to, I'll keep him at home because I'll put it down on him. No. He'll take the increased sexual appetite, but understand something. There's a sexual appetite that the male mind understands, but it still needs to come from a feminine place. A lot of women want to have sex today in a way that maps to the male mind as masculine. That's why I'm going to do the video with the sexologist and have this conversation, because I think we need to have a conversation about how we look at sex and all these other things. But at the end of the day, the higher up you go with men, masculinity matters. And we sort out. You want to know what kind of man you have? Ladies, put him in a room with men of value. And then see what the men in that room think. Sadly, this is why so many women tend to want the men in the top 10%. And the thing is, only one person's going to get the ring. Only one person's going to get the ring. And if you got to have a man in that level, then you better do what it takes. You better do what it takes. And it ain't none of that, he got to handle me and he got to do this and do that. Y'all better stop listening to anything that's telling you what you want to hear. Because ain't nobody trying to reduce their admission standards. The men we're talking about are Princeton, Yale, Harvard, Hopkins, Stanford, Berkeley, Penn. Shout out to the higher level HBCUs. Don't know them per se, but look, you just can't take everybody. This year, I said it's going to be about self-awareness, separation, and balance. The separation is happening. Shout out to Obsidian. Good fences make good neighbors. No, we ain't all equal. No, there are men that are better than me, higher ranked than me, know more than me, And I got a lot of work to do to catch up to them. There are men that I outrank. There are men who got work to do to catch up to men on my level. And we all got to get okay with that. And we can't all sit back and say, we all men. No, we are not. Hierarchy, gentlemen. Privates and generals are all in the same. Privates, generals, whatever admirals may be in the Army, Navy, Marines, but there is a difference. And the men that I am talking to are officers. Officers and gentlemen. Shout out. I don't care what branch of the military they're in. They come in as officers. Now, I don't want to get too far into this, but I find this, anyway, maybe I'll bring some military folks. Yes, you can work your way up. But understand something. Women want men who have officer-like respect. Well, they eat they have their own living quarters, their own barracks, their own food. There's separation, especially in the black community. We resist separation. I don't. I resist elitism. I resist thinking that because I'm up here or aspire to be up here, that means some sort of divine rule. No. That's why a lot of stuff we talk about, this talented 10th and all this other stuff. Well, look, some parts of the concept are valuable. We need to separate, and we also need to work together. That's why you never see me making distinctions between my blue collar and my white collar, between average and high value. I just accept the world as the way it is. And ladies, gentlemen, understand, make sure women make a distinction. Women make a distinction and they rank men and put numbers on men. So you better rank women and put numbers on women. And ladies need to get accustomed to this is the way it's going to be. You got a number on you. What is your number, and what everything you do, how does it impact your number? Your weight impacts your number. Tattoos, piercings, add-ons, children, and a myriad of other things. So, my question to the ladies before we open it up, if you want men, what kind of man, what level man do you think has to handle a woman? What rank man do you think a man is if he has to handle a woman? Is he a higher ranking male? Is it traditionally a higher ranking male that has to handle a woman? And lastly, ladies, understand, if you're over 27 and you're making over $50,000, if you're over 27 and you're making over $70,000 a year, you got problems. Because you make almost twice as much as the average woman, and you are danger zone. And you are not going to be in. Here's the problem: many women will say they don't want a high value man or this or that, and that's all. That's cap. Women do not want to decrease their comfort, their standard of living, or their lifestyle. Women do not want to decrease their standard of living or their lifestyle. This is why you get so many women wanting men to level up, because they want a man to be able to live at her lifestyle level, do what she likes to do. Here's the funny thing. Many of you ladies can't afford the lifestyle you want, but that's neither here nor there. Let's get into it, ladies. Tomorrow night is the birthday show. Tomorrow night I'm doing the birthday show and I'm doing the breakdown. So tomorrow, prepare to bring your shekels. Where did I hear the shekels? That was from Darius M. That's a funny word. So tomorrow, be prepared to do the breakdown. A lot of cool stuff coming up here in Miami. Loving it. Welcome to Miami. Bienvenidos a Miami. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. Your Godfather Spanish is slowly getting there. When I come here, I realize, man, I really need to learn Spanish. One of the biggest holes in the game is not speaking another language. Just not a good thing. We'll get there. All right. Yeah, Darius Sim. Yeah, shekels. So women today, one of the biggest complaints I hear with women today is men are trying to belittle or humiliate women. Well, I hear many college educated women, professional women, accomplished women bemoan the fact that you're trying to belittle women. Who are you? I'm gonna address all this. Who are we? We're your men, and we can tell you what we want. We're your men, and we don't need your permission to rank you. We don't need your permission. We don't need your approval. We don't need anything from you to do what we're going to do. See, that's where you're wrong. We don't need your permission to have discussions about the lovely ladies in public. We don't. We don't need your permission to rank the lovely ladies amongst us. We don't. And that's the world you're used to. Men asking women for their permission to be men. You got the wrong group of men today. We're not asking you for your permission. If you don't like it, there's the door. Go somewhere else. Find another store. Shout out to you, Edward. Find another store. But men are not asking for permission to be men. Gentlemen, stop asking women for their permission, because who said this? I think it was Jessica. We all know that women and attention is important. That's not a profound concept. So you can't say it's a profound concept. But yeah, there are many people who've talked about women's desire for attention. But the most simple analogy is attention is currency. That's not a revolutionary idea. So when you hear women sit around talking to other women talking about you don't need our validation, you absolutely hear me and hear me well. You need our validation. Women want our validation and they need it. I think it's crazy to hear women sit around talking about we don't need men's validation. We do this for us. No, you do it for us. You like the good opinion of another woman, but you need our validation like you need oxygen. And it pisses you off that you, as a woman, and that womankind need male validation. If you did not need male validation, male attention, and male approval, you wouldn't care about what we say. But because you need it so much, you're trying to make most men underestimate how important it is. And that's why many men have undervalued their attention and their validation and given it away to unworthy women. And all we're telling men is no, your time and your attention and your validation is important. Your dick matters too, dude. Stop putting it in big stuff. Stop putting it in where it matters. Who you sleep with matters. The ability to tell women no is a power that most men don't know exists to them. But it is a superpower. And they get pissed because they're afraid that it's going to get out there. Dude, stop calling back over here. It says women only. Who are y'all? Who are you? Who are you? Who are they? These are the men that drive the Ubers, that do the DoorDash, that work in the Jersey Mike's at a Subway, who may next 10 years from now, they may own the Jersey Mike's or the McDonald's franchise. You're laughing at them while they run into McDonald's, where they work at McDonald's, and 10 years later, they're a franchise owner, millionaire. You ain't asking who they are anymore. Who are they? They are men. And without them, you don't exist. This is the message we need to keep telling these women. Stop asking who we are. We are the people who made the world possible for you to get up on the internet and talk shit. Women didn't build the world. Men did. Women didn't build infrastructure, economies, media, any of this stuff. So I think it's hilarious when a woman gets up on a platform or anything that was created en masse by men, trying to tell men what they should do. You should bow down and respect the hierarchy. I'm not going to say respect your quote unquote masters, because that will get misinterpreted. But think about what's the other way. There's only going to be one way. Either you bow down or we bow down. We're not bowing anymore. Men have bowed for too long. You're afraid of men even standing, much less running. Who are you to rank women? Shit. The reason you do what you do? And you know the funny thing is, I've heard this stuff for so long. But you know who never complains about the ranking? Women getting what they want. Women getting what they want, they could care less about all this gender back and forth, this gender war back and forth. It's the women who are unsatisfied. It's been my experience, women who are unsatisfied with getting what they want tend to focus on men as the source of their issues. Wrong. So it's funny to me that anytime men decide to talk about women in any way, it's belittling. But then another way, we're supposed to handle you. So I asked this on Instagram. Ladies, what man does it right? What man has the right model? What man has the right model? What man has the right model? Who's the man that does it right? Who you want other men to follow? And guess what? You know what you hear? You're in my Zoom call. I've said this before. It's for women only. I keep booting you out. You keep coming back in. You're not going to get in. After how we have babies car, they can overrun you. So, I don't want to be on a camera with a bonnet. No. Tomorrow night, I'm going to actually get on Instagram after this because I was supposed to do an Instagram tonight. But I did want to start the schedule back up. This is an unscheduled night for me. But gentlemen, between 18 and 30, you need to learn how to work with people, but you also need to recognize that there are going to be some people that you work with that aren't going to be able to go with you. You're going to have to leave people that you grew up with, people that you went to high school with, people that you went to college with. You're going to have to get okay with letting people go. If people don't share your vision, they can't go with you. The interest you have and they have, if they don't align, you can't go there. And here's the thing. As a man, you got to get okay with walking alone until you find another group. And here's another thing for women who were raised modern who would be something different. I was telling a woman this over this week. You got to get okay with being alone. You got to get okay with being uncovered because it is far better for you as a woman who wants a different outcome to be uncovered, naked, and exposed than be with just a man, just any old man, because it's better than being alone. No, because when a good man or the right kind of man comes along, you won't read as vacant. A woman who is in process and vacant, here's the thing. Most men, today we have women who are never really alone. 30 years ago, women used to be single. Today, women have doofers, do for nows. And all these doofers ruin your opportunity to find suitable man. It will be far better to do just like I told the guys. Get comfort, get zen, but women don't like it. I don't want to be, I don't care. I don't care because you are going to F up your chances because no man worth his salt wants to be the man you monkey branch to. Gentlemen, I'm gonna ask you guys a question in the chat room. Fellas, where are my thorough dudes? Where are my thorough dudes? Let me see. Let me see. I'm see if they got them in the room. JR Wisdom, what's going on, fam? Where are my thorough dudes? Okay, to all the thorough brothers, I'm gonna put a poll up here. Do you oh shoot. Do you want to be the guy she monkey branches to? This is going to be bad English, but you guys understand it. Gentlemen, the question is, do you want to be the guy she monkey branches for? That's the question. The premise of monkey branches is women don't let go of one situation until they got their hand on another situation. Gentlemen, do you want to be the guy she lets go of this branch for to grab a hold of this one? Or would you rather her ass just be sitting on a limb looking for a branch? See, if she's over here, whatever's in her hand on this branch, if it had sap, molasses, ants, ticks, thorns, whatever, it's still in this hand. And she may grab you with this one, but eventually she's going to reach for another one. No, men, look at it. Men do not want to be, ladies, I got so many women don't understand. If you're not single, if you're talking to somebody, if you're fucking somebody, you are just wasting time. No thorough man wants to be the dude you monkey branch to. At best, they'll just dust it off a few times and keep it moving. At best, the dude will just hit it a few times and keep it moving. Come back in the Zoom room. Look at this. It ain't even close. 1,000 votes, 90% of the 1,000 votes, 90% say no. Gentlemen, in the chat room, tell the lovely ladies why being the guy she leaves another man for immediately, she monkey branches to, is so repulsive to you. Explain to them why you would never be able to sleep comfortably knowing 2 weeks before she was with Greg, now she's your girl. She need to leave. She need to leave Greg because it's dead end. Sit our hot pants down somewhere. Go take a pickle juice bath or whatever it is they do to tighten up the. Hey, just leave talking about that smooth cat. Do whatever they do. Then when Henry slide by, it really reads like she's vacant because a woman who's truly vacant isn't anxious. Women who are monkey branching, women who are in process, they are anxious like a motherfucker. They're always anxious. Anxious, anxious, anxious. What's the answer? What's the question? What's the plan? This and that. They're like, wait a minute. Why are you doing? Oh, because you're sweeting back and forth on this branch. A woman that's truly vacant, she reads peaceful. She's like Yoda. Yes, much learned you still have. Ain't nobody trying to be no monkey branch broad. Can't trust her. Thank you. Ladies. And see, what women think is it's better to have one person until I find another person. No. Because the more you're with a guy, the more he rubs off on you. Literally and figuratively. They are married. Smooth cat. Shout out to the smooth cat. All right. I'm going to give it another. The link is there. I got people in the call line. It's just guys that are in here. Because I'm on a non-standard day. I'm going to jump over to Instagram in a second. And then I'm going to go live tomorrow night for the birthday show. But I did want to do the tonight show because I didn't do last night's show because I didn't have my computers. Can't be trusted. And the funny thing is I met women who are dating guys who they don't see any problem with it. And that's one of the big problems today. You ladies are never truly alone. So when a thorough man comes along, you're too anxious. So men know when you're kind of comparing contrast like this guy to that guy versus when a woman is just truly this way. That's it. So 2,000 votes, I think that's enough. 2,000 votes in the poll. Men don't want to be the man you monkey branch for, ladies. All right, so what I'm about to do, you know what? Let me go ahead and upload this video on YouTube. Let's go ahead and unlist it. I'm glad to be back, man. Friday night show, because I didn't have my computer. I didn't get a chance to do Friday's show, and I didn't get a chance to do yesterday's show. So we're going to do a short show tonight. We're going to do a full show tomorrow, and I'm doing another show on Thursday. Okay? But let me go ahead and pop over to Instagram right now to go live over there. I didn't schedule it, but I wanted to let you guys know the Godfather is back in the house, and the house is, of course, packed. All right, we got a video premiering on YouTube right now. It's Instagram. It's the smoke show from last week on Instagram. It's the conversation portion. There were some good conversations. So if you want to join me on Instagram Live right now, you can. Or if you want to join me, if you want to just go ahead and pop over to the YouTube premiere video, you are welcome to do that as well. Thank you guys for your support. Tomorrow night, bring the birthday candles, the birthday cake, all that good stuff. We're going to do all that tomorrow. Tomorrow, we love you. Tomorrow, you're only a day away. Appreciate you guys. Let me see. Get that video link. Yeah, that was actually a good video. No skyscrapers was over there, though. There was no skyscrapers, unfortunately. All right, guys. Until the next time, you know how it is. Peace. Your Godfather is gone. Play the daggone video.